Okay, so you're either going to follow along with me or you went ahead and tried diagramming number three on your own and now you're just simply checking your answer. That's fine. If you just want to check your answer, I would just be fast forward through this video and just see what the final result looks like. Make sure you got it correct and then move on. You did great. But otherwise, if you want to watch me go through it together, that's cool as well. I will tell you this, my voice is getting scratchy. I've been making like 1,000 videos this afternoon. So, all right, I'm going to make one more and I'm going to take a tea break. So here we go. So this one says, to refrain from debating with Mr. Shockey on politics is impossible. As we know, I'm working with Green right now, we know that if I want to focus on impossible, I'm going to write the A sentence. But if I want to focus on is impossible to refrain from debating with Mr. Shockey on politics, if I really want to focus on debating with Mr. Shockey on politics, I'd write this B sentence and write with what we call the anticipatory it. What makes this one different, is I'm going to get rid of those little marks that I made, is before we were only using nominal clauses, but you can use an anticipatory it for any kind of a positive. And so what I've done this time is I've taken this guy right here, to refrain. Here's my infinitive. I used a nominal infinitive phrase all the way to politics to rename that word it. So let's start with our base sentence. And so when we get this on a quiz, and I guarantee you the anticipatory it will be on your quiz, start with your base sentence. The base sentence is sitting way down here. So we always start close to the bottom and build that base sentence. The base sentence is basically an it is sentence. It is impossible. You're going to recognize that because you're going to hear that, I believe, in maybe number 4 on your modeling exercise, in case you decide to do number 4 in your modeling exercise. But you're going to hear that there is this base sentence that is creating an anticipatory it. All right, so here it comes. So it is impossible. You're like, well, what is impossible? All right, and now we're going to bring the structure up front and say, well, let's rename that word it. I am so second guessing myself whether I actually said that correctly or not with the modeling exercise. I'm trying to think what that one is. It says something like it is something. It is possible that. That's what it is. It says it's possible that Mr. Bribing Mr. Kelly. Yeah, it's definitely an anticipatory sentence. All right, I'm so sorry. I got diverted there. A really neat T. All right, so it says it is impossible. You're like, what is impossible? Well, now I'm going to put up this structure right here. But we pause just because we're learning so many nominal structures. Here's the trick on this one. It's not a noun clause. It's an infinitive. And so let's start off with an infinitive. I'm going to go a little higher at this just because I know what's going to happen. I'm smart. Well, I'm not really a smart guy, but just wrote the worksheet, so let's not give myself too much credit. Seriously, there's a lot smarter teachers you have. So here's this word to, and then our verb is refrain. So here's my nominal infinitive, because I didn't have a clause. There's no subject to this. It's just starts off with this infinitive, to refrain. And then I have a prepositional phrase. So I'm going to come down refraining. I'm refraining from, and here's what I also did. I did 2 throwbacks to you. I did a throwback to earlier this week with our infinitive, and then I did a throwback to last week with our gerund. Here's that gerund. Did you catch it? Here's that word debating. So I'm going to come out and down and over. All right, so let's continue on. I'm loving these colors. I'm going to do red. I'm kind of in a Christmassy mood right now. So I'm going to do the word from. And if you're not in a Christmassy mood, you just got to go to Costco, because those people have had their Christmas stuff out since like August. There's debating. And then lastly is another prep phrase, debating with Mr. Shockey. So that's kind of easy. So I'm debating. And once again, I'm not real picky about where you're going to build this off your gerund. I'm okay with them debating with Mr. Shockey coming off here. So here's with Mr. Shockey. And very impressive why, isn't it? And then it's not, I don't know if you want to say it's Mr. Shockey on politics or you're debating on politics. I kind of like that. I think you're kind of debating on politics. So I'm going to go this way with on politics. I kept it separate, and I'm kind of second guessing myself right now, but that's what I'm going to do. And that's how I have it built. All right. So once again, it's the anticipatory it. All depends on what your focus is. If you write the B sentence, you're focusing on debating with Mr. Shockey on politics. If you're focusing on how it's impossible, the impossibility is what you really want to focus on. My goodness, write the A sentence, but they're the exact same ones. So this will get you through number 4 on your modeling exercise. This is definitely a question I ask on your quiz number 3. So just be ready for it. I was going to say anticipate it, but that would be such a stupid joke. All right. No, I'm saying it. I'm going to be stupid. Let's just say it. Hey, anticipate this one. Come on. That's funny. That's hilarious. All right. I'm out of here. See